The drunkard's three mysterious questions to Birbal. It was a quiet evening in Fatehpur Sikri. The golden sun dipped behind the red sandstone walls of Akbar's majestic palace, and the royal court was about to close for the day. Ministers packed their scrolls, soldiers changed their posts, and laughter slowly faded from the corridors. But just as the court was winding down, a loud, unsteady voice echoed through the Darbar hall. "Birbal, I have come to test your wisdom." Everyone turned. A drunkard, with disheveled clothes and a half-empty bottle in his hand, stumbled forward. His eyes, though clouded by drink, carried a strange spark, almost like a secret hidden deep within. The guards rushed to stop him, but Akbar raised his hand. "Let him speak," the emperor said with amusement. "Even a drunk can sometimes utter the truth." The court fell silent. The man stood before Akbar and Birbal, swaying slightly. Then, in a surprisingly firm voice, he said, "Birbal, I have 3 questions. Answer them truthfully, and I shall reveal a secret that even your emperor does not know." Akbar leaned forward, intrigued. "Speak your questions," Birbal said calmly. The drunkard smiled mysteriously. First, he began, "What is the thing that every man seeks, but when he finds it, he loses himself?" A ripple of confusion spread through the court. Before Birbal could answer, the man continued. "Second, what walks without feet, speaks without a tongue, and dies when it rests?" Now even Akbar's brows furrowed. The man's tone grew softer, almost whispering. "And third, what is the truth that even truth fears to face?" The entire court froze. The lamps flickered. A cold wind passed through the open arches. Birbal looked at the drunkard, his eyes narrowed, his mind racing. But before he could speak, the drunkard laughed loudly, took a final sip from his bottle, and said, "Think well, Birbal. I will return tomorrow for your answers." He turned and walked away into the dark streets of Fatehpur Sikri, his shadow fading with every step. Akbar broke the silence. "Birbal, who is this man? And what secret does he speak of?" Birbal stared into the darkness where the drunkard had disappeared. "I do not know, Jahanpanah," he said quietly. "But something tells me he was not just a drunkard." And with that, the court ended. But the mystery had just begun. The next morning, Fatehpur Sikri was unusually silent. Even the parrots that perched on the palace walls seemed to sense that something strange was about to unfold. Emperor Akbar sat on his throne, deep in thought. The memory of the drunkard's 3 riddles still lingered in his mind like a riddle wrapped in fog. Birbal, as calm as ever, entered the court. Akbar looked up immediately. "Birbal," he said, "did you find the answers to that man's questions?" Birbal bowed slightly. "I tried, Jahanpanah." But his words were more than riddles. They were warnings. Before Akbar could ask further, the Sam drunkard entered the hall, this time sober, clean, and oddly dignified. His eyes shone with intelligence. Gasps filled the court. The man bowed before Akbar and said, "I have come for your minister's answers." Birbal stepped forward. "Then listen carefully." He began, voice steady as ever. "Your first question was, what is the thing that every man seeks, but when he finds it, he loses himself?" The answer is power. Every man desires power, but when he gets it, he forgets who he truly is. The man nodded silently. "Your second question," Birbal continued, "what walks without feet, speaks without a tongue, and dies when it rests?" The answer is time. Time moves on without legs, tells the truth of every man without words. And if it ever stops, life itself ends. A faint smile appeared on the drunkard's lips. "And the third?" he asked softly. Birbal looked into his eyes. "What is the truth that even truth fears to face?" The answer is death. For even the purest truth ends when life does. The court murmured in awe. Akbar clapped his hands. Brilliant, Birbal. Once again, your wisdom lights this empire. But the drunkard did not move. He kept staring at Birbal. Then, in a calm voice, he said, "Wise answers indeed, Birbal. But tell me this, if you truly understand the meaning of death, will you dare to face the one truth that even death hides?" Birbal frowned. "And what truth is that?" The man smiled, stepping closer. "You will know," he whispered, "when you find the place where even shadows disappear." Before anyone could react, he took a small pendant from his neck, placed it on the floor before Birbal, and said, "When the moon rises tonight, follow where this leads. Only then will you understand who I truly am." He turned, walked out of the palace gates, and vanished into the mist. Birbal picked up the pendant, a strange metal symbol shaped like half a moon and half a flame. He looked up at Akbar and said slowly, "Jahanpanah, tonight. I must go." Akbar's eyes narrowed. "Go where, Birbal?" Birbal replied, "To find the place where even shadows disappear."